Hi Leo, so I will present to you the research paper that I wrote. My subject is the conflicting and reciprocal relationship between the media and terrorism. So basically, I will explain the influence that the media has in spreading the message of terrorism by broadcasting the attacks, but also messages. But also, in the other hand, how the media also use the broadcasting of terrorism as a tool to fight terror and to have their frame of spreading the news instead of letting the terrorist organization do it by the government by setting the government's agenda on the media, and also how the government will use different media, especially social media, to fight terrorism. When I will explain the traditional and social media how they help terrorism to achieve their goal. First of all, they create fear. That's the first objective of terrorism, is to create an atmosphere of panic and fear. And by broadcasting the news on mainstream media, the population can really see what's going on, and therefore panic and start thinking that everything can happen anywhere. Also, traditional media not only create the panic, but also they spread the message sometimes. So, for example, before it was very known that Al Qaeda, especially Osama bin Laden, was sending his own videotapes straight to Al Jazeera for his message to be spread. And the message was on TV, and some people could interpret that differently by seeing this broadcast. Also, the other impact that it has is that terrorism use new technologies. They understood that they can use traditional media, like I said with Osama bin Laden, but also they can use new media, like social media, for recruiting new members to their organization, but also to spread their own message without any medium between them and the population, only their voice through their profile or Facebook pages or Twitter accounts. In the other hand, I will explain how traditional and social media also use terrorism. So they, first of all, they respond to the social need of anyone, that is to be aware of the news. And obviously, terror attacks or terror message is a breaking news. So the population has the feeling that they need to know and need to be aware, and the media are only providing and fulfilling this need of the consumers. And so I will talk also about the 12 conditions that were said by Galtung and Rüger about the conditions to be a news, and obviously terrorism respect all those 12 different elements. So it's normal, it's on TV. Also, what is important to know is that if mainstream media wouldn't broadcast on live TV the attacks, or wouldn't spread the message through their channels, this could be spread either way on social media, and so it's better that it is in a frame of the mainstream media and the frame of the government, then being spread by itself on social media and being interpreted by anyone in different manners. And it can be propaganda where when it's on TV, there are journalists and specialists that will cover the news and explain it in a different way. And also, it's very important to keep and to not censor the censorship the pages or the profiles of the terrorist groups, because it gives us a lot of information, especially government intelligence agencies that use those channels to find terror and to prevent terror attacks to happen. So the conclusion of the research paper is that not only media are spreading sometimes a wrong message by broadcasting terror attacks or terror messages and values, but in the other hand, they also need to use terrorism to counter terrorism and to spread the message of fighting it and of their own values from their own specific countries' government's agenda. I'd be pleased to answer any question if you have by email, and enjoy the reading.